All right, this is John Brass from RunMichigan.com down at the 2024 Olympic Trials Marathon in Orlando, Florida, talking to Keith Hanson. I know you guys have been doing this for quite a few years, so I think your first with your team, right, would have been 2000, right?
Yeah, we've been down here for well over 20 years, so it's a great spot to train, obviously, in the winter months, and we were pretty excited when we found out that this is where the trials were going to be, because we're familiar with this area and we've trained in this weather a lot in the winter, and so I thought it was to our benefit.
And since you guys have been coming to the the team marathon trials for a number of years, how do you guys approach kind of like as we get into tomorrow race morning and everything like?
Yeah, well, I mean it's all of our athletes obviously have experienced marathons already. I shouldn't say that because we have Amy who qualified with a half marathon, but generally, I mean, it's like any other race. We try to make sure they don't look at it a lot differently, that they go through the routine, they get accustomed to what they need to eat. Like, we changed our runs the last couple of weeks to be at 10 o'clock because it's roughly race start time. And it changes little things like what time do I eat my breakfast and what time do I get up, what time do I, certain things that they want to do, get your body accustomed to that time. So little things like that. So we want to make sure they know what their diet should be and that they're not going to have stomach problems because of just a time and a different time between when they ate and when they run. But we try to get all those things worked out and kinks worked out so that it can be more routine on race morning. Okay.
And I know you guys got to probably look at this as one of the most exciting marathons for anybody ever to run, right?
Obviously. The athletes that come here, we love the marathon, and the Olympic trials are, we've been fortunate to have several Olympians, but for the vast majority, the Olympic trials are the pinnacle, and our goal here for them is to get them out there and to have their best performance on the most important day of their running career. I mean, and obviously tomorrow's an exciting day because we have a real contender to make the team as well. But all of the other 12 athletes that are running, we'd love for them to have their best performances as well as our contender to make the Olympic team.
And for a fan tomorrow, I know when they're exciting too, like the Boston, New York, a lot of those types of marathons, but a lot of times you don't get to see people multiple times. So since this is a criterium course, they get to, have like that small 2-mile loop and then the 3 8-mile loops. I mean, to me, what would you say to the fan out there for tomorrow?
I mean, absolutely, the fans that are here in town are very fortunate. And if you ever get an opportunity to go to, a world championship race or Olympic race or Olympic trials, most of those races are run on these criterium type courses, and they're so fan friendly. I mean, not only is it an 8-mile loop, like I say, it's 3 8-mile loops with that little add-on. The 8-mile loop is such that you can cut across in between and catch them twice each loop. So it's such an easy way to see so many things live in a marathon that you normally couldn't see. So it's the best fan way to do it.
And who do you think is going to have more fun tomorrow? The athlete, the coach, the spectator, or the media?
That's a great question. I think probably spectators without a big interest, because when I say big interest, spectators are interested, but without a personal interest. I mean, obviously, when you have a personal interest, it makes it a little bit more stressful. But with great risk comes great reward, right? So we're, a lot more invested, but a lot more a lot more meaningful when those things happen.
Right. And it sounds like you're similar to me. You had grandparents here in Florida when you were growing up, so you guys got to experience this area a long time ago. So it's got to be exciting, like you said, to come down here to see a trials, right? I
mean, certainly Orlando area has been something since I was in middle school and Kevin was in high school that we'd come down to and try to squeeze in, an 8-day training segment where we're literally running hard every day because it's warm. Probably not the wisest. We learned a lot of things over the years, and running. I think we were the first double thresholds, only doing it a week in a row. When I was 15 years old, I remember getting down here, and we would run this same run from my grandma's house to a place called Bach Tower. It would go down to a Lake Wales, and up a hill to the Bach Tower, and we'd run it the first day. We'd run it like a tempo run or like a race almost. And it was like 80 degrees, and we're coming from Michigan. It was the most brutal thing ever, and we did it every year. So.
Well, congratulations on all the athletes you guys have qualified. Good luck tomorrow. It'll be exciting to see all those Michigan connections out there racing. So looking forward to it. So thanks.
Thank you. We're very excited.